Right, g'day, I'm Luke the Drifter, and just thought I'd show you the setup I've got in the back of my 76 Cruiser. Now I've pretty much set this up for touring. Okay, so we call this our vertical combo, and so that's a vertical setup. The combo we call it because we've got a kitchen down the bottom, we've got a table here, and then we've got the drawer on top. Now one advantage of that setup is that the fridge is down low, so we don't need to have a drop slide, and yeah, the fridge is nice and low. So it is a more dedicated setup. You can see there's less space up the top here, and but for touring it's the ideal setup. The fridge is easy to get to, and you know, really it's not taking up any more space than if you had two drawers and a fridge on top. The space left is the same. Up on top we've got our drawer. Right, we'll do a close-up of this in a minute. I've got a little insert drawer inside there. So that slides beautifully. I've got quite a bit of gear in there. This one here is our table. Now that table works as a bench as well, so it's very handy as a bench. I can pull it out halfway. And the other thing I can do is pull him all the way out and set him up as a table. Alright, now these have got adjustable legs like all of our products. Alright, so adjustable legs, and there's a nice little table. Now this is something you can use all the time. Often we go to a mate's place for a barbecue and I can use a table. Down the beach for a day trip. So, I mean, these are great little things. Those tables go in all of our drawers, and one of the most, you know, the best setups you can get. So that's just in a little carpet lined slot. Actually on this one here I've got a little bit of space above my fridge, and I've got another table there as well. So yeah, so when we're travelling, that second table also quite handy. Now with the kitchen, this is called our single drawer car back. I've got all my kitchen gear in there. The advantage of that is if I want to pull up for a quick cup of tea, alright, I can lift my stuff out. I've got it on the table and I don't have to lift the kitchen right out. Now at night time, I'll just move this away a little bit. What I can do is unclip this table, unclip the kitchen. I can pull that out. And I can fold this into our little car back kitchen. So these are great. So generally during the day we'd just use the table, and at night we'd set this up probably under the awning along the side of the truck, and there's a little kitchen. You can see how quick it is. Just folds out. The legs are adjustable. Alright. Now what we can do then, we can set this up. I've got my stove in here. Alright, I've got a little windshield that we sell these now. We've got our cook sets, our pots and pans. We've got our tub that comes out and a pump. Right, so this pump's really good. That just hooks into there. Only takes a second to set up. Alright, we've got a hose, pushes on the bottom there, and that'll then just drop into your little jerry can. Generally I'll take a little 10 litre jerry, it goes in the car. For a longer trip I've got a 20 litre jerry goes in there. You can see how the lip of this tub fits in there, and you can pump that up. So really we've got a heap of bench space, the stove, the sink, we've got a pump, I've got all my drawer area. There's a small cutlery drawer in here as well. That's all for our cutlery. Now it's on a little slide system, so once you lift a few things out, this can then slide forward and you're not having to pull the drawer out too far. Okay, so that's our little camping kitchen. Now you can see the space that's left in here. This means that we can use another system, and this is what we call our swap drawer. Right? A lot of people, you know, tradesmen and all sorts of people, they want to go camping in the weekend, but during the week they, you know, want their space for other things. So we can do a swap drawer. You can see this. That will just hook straight in. And now I'm back to a standard 2-drawer vertical setup. Okay, so beautiful drawer. You know, our ply drawers are very light. They're beautifully made, all carpet lined, and You know, that's now back something, you know, if I'm going shopping during the week or things like that. On a larger trip when I'm going just in the camper trailer, I don't need the extra kitchen because I've got one in the trailer, so I'll just use a swap drawer and that'll be for spare gear. Yeah, so very handy. I'll show you how, now the drawers, this comes out here. If you can see that, right, we've got a Teflon runner on the bottom of every drawer. Okay, that's the secret that we're using. It's just a Teflon strip. Yeah, it's very simple. There's another matching Teflon strip inside the carcass here, okay? So every drawer's got one of those. So essentially it's running a Teflon on a Teflon. There's a lot of advantages to that. One is it's very light and it's very simple. One of those things where, you know, simple design, you know, works better. Less things to go wrong. It's very strong. There's nothing to break down. You know, dust and grit and sand won't affect it. You get home from a big trip, give it a quick wipe down. Another silicone spray. We use an electrical silicone spray to give them a little, to help them running nicely. That's all you got to do. Very easy, as you can see, to pull all the drawers out. All the drawers can come straight out so you can get in there clean. You know, a lot of vehicles, particularly twin cabs, they've got no dust sealing around the back and you get a heap of dust in there. So while our drawers are essentially dust proof, okay, if you get a bit of dust and grit in there, it's not going to get into steel roller bearings. You know, they just get clogged up and they're no good. So yeah, the other big advantage as well is these drawers, there's no wasted space. Okay, so you know, we do full width of these drawers, so you get a lot more internal space. Yeah, and the other thing, we can build them exactly to length and exactly to width. So we don't do any standard size in the drawers. You know, if you've got with a cargo barrier or without a cargo barrier, at different heights, you'll have a different length. So we'll build exactly to size. Right, with a vertical setup like this, you should have a cargo barrier. You can see there's still lots of space down the sides. I've got several bags there, recovery gear on both sides and all sorts of bags and boxes, so lots of room in there. So that's an ideal touring setup. I've got a nice Hannibal awning, comes off the back here. Yeah, so and here's the fridge slide, comes out the back there, and you know, pretty standard. You can put whatever your fridge you like in there really. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll quickly fold this up. Right. Okay, so we're going to put this away. I'll show you how quick and easy it is if you want to pack up camp. You know, even if you did want to set this up for lunch. Right, so what we do is just release this rear leg. Okay, the kitchen can't fall over because it's still locked in the front. Lift him up. And that's all it is. Again, if we want to, we can pull that out, put the other swap drawer in. We've got the table here. Right. The outside legs close up. They can stay the long length. The inside legs have to close up to get inside this brace. And away we go. So yeah, that's our Drifter vertical combo. Okay, the combo incorporates the drawer, the table and our kitchen, and a fridge box on the side. Now you could just as easily get 2 drawers vertically, or 2 drawers on the table and leave the kitchen out, or you can go the whole hog and get the swap drawer as well. So yeah, alright, we'll show you a bit of detail in a sec, and no worries. Okay, so we'll give you a bit of a better look as to what's happening. So there's my little kitchen there for the single drawer car back. You can see I've got my cutlery drawer, so all the little bits and pieces in there. I've got my tub down the bottom, I've got my plates, I've got stove, I've got gas, I've got cups, I've got plates, a little pot set, windshield, so everything in there that I need for camping overnight, or you know, even for a few days. Okay, now that stays in my truck all the time, all ready to go. The table, as you can see, these are brilliant. You'll find that you can use these a lot, just like that as a bench. You know, if you're digging out of your fridge, you know, when you're packing the shopping up, you've got this open, you're unpacking the shopping, You know, this lid can go either side. Great little shelf. And same thing when you're, you know, getting stuff out the side of your drawers. You'll find you use that a lot. So it's a very handy little extra shelf. Okay. You just pull it out about halfway. Back in there. Yeah, you can see. You'll work out how far to pull him out. Great little shelf. Top drawer. Okay. Now you can see how well they slide. That's just running on these Teflon strips underneath. Okay. 2 bits of Teflon. 2 pieces of Teflon. Slides beautifully. Okay. We've got a flush fitting stainless steel latch on the front. Fully carpeted outside and fully carpeted inside. Okay. There's a little insert drawers. These are very popular. We do these in most of the drawers now. Alright, so it's a small insert drawer. These sort of small things, spare keys, padlocks, whatever, a lighter, they sort of get lost down in there. So they're very good. You can lift it out and access. We put a divider in here so that can move wherever you like. And there's your drawer there. Plenty of room for all your bits and pieces. Okay. Here's the other table. Again, you know, with a vertical combo, and your fridge only that high, I've got a little bit of spare space left, so we've chucked a table in there. You know, in other cases we've had another table vertically here. Lots of different options. We can pretty much build anything, right? So if you, you know, we sort of specialise in custom drawers. We've got a lot of standard stuff we make, but you know, so many people in the four-wheel drive market are looking for that little bit different, and you know, we can basically make anything. So, yeah, I think that's about it. All right, so. Yeah, this one's on the website, and anything you're not sure of, just give me a ring and or an email, and all good.